food, water, good songs of the summer. Anybody else?
Miliana, it's been so long since you texted me.
We're never gonna be rid of Drake, are we? Dude was raked through the mud 2 years ago, lost the biggest beef of the decade, and then just kind of came back as if nothing really happened. And clearly the public have no issue welcoming him back with open arms. Maybe Drake is just too big to fail at this point. I can respect that. Doesn't mean I have to like it though. Drake made waves earlier this year for dropping 3 albums on the same day. I still have not listened to all of them in full. Don't tell me I need to, by the way. I know there's nothing there for me. And the biggest hit from all of them has been Janice STFU. Why is this song not fun at all? Drake's voice is so droning, the beat doesn't change at all, and he spends all of his verses just complaining about people. Oh, and he's still trying to come after Kendrick Lamar.
White kids listen to you because they feel some guilt, and that's how your soul gets fulfilled.
Drake, do not be out here acting like your fan base isn't mostly white kids. Do I gotta pull up that one clip of white people singing along to God's Plan? The best thing about this song is the hook. It is a solid earworm, I can't argue with that, but like, am I supposed to be impressed? Earworm hooks are not a new thing in Drake songs. They're the thing you go to him for. Remember Nice for What? Remember In My Feelings? Remember Hotline Bling? Back in my day, not only did we get killer hooks in Drake songs, but we also got songs that were fun to sing along to and to dance to. Now I gotta be impressed by this? This is like shrinkflation, but for Drake songs. Anyway, to co-opt some millennial Reddit lingo, Drake did a thing. He made an attempt. Heckin' epic sauce, doggo. Can we get some new blood on the charts, please? Damn it. If anything, I can respect a slow burn win. Earrings by Malcolm Todd was teased in October 2023, released in April 2024, and got onto the Hot 100 in March 2026. It wasn't even pushed as a single until it started gaining traction online. Who is Malcolm anyway? He's a 22-year-old songwriter from LA, went viral on TikTok back in 2023, got signed to Columbia, 2 albums out so far. By the way, there's another artist on this list who's been getting blasted for being a Nepo baby, but I'm surprised that Malcolm hasn't been getting shit for the exact same thing. Dad was a screenwriter and an executive producer for The Middle, mom did musical theater, sister is Audrey Hobart, another rising pop star. She co-wrote a bunch of Gracie Abrams' songs. I'm just saying, if we're gonna come after pop stars for wealthy or well-connected backgrounds, we should at least be consistent, right? But anyway, Earrings. You ever just not feel emotions? This one really is about the vibe. It's McGee and Steve Lacy and Dominic Fike and Flower Boy Era Tyler and all these other boys rolled into one. I can imagine the hundreds of TikTok edits and fan cams with Malcolm in the background going, "My love is like a schmeckle on a bagel." I suppose that's valuable for some folks, but why should I have feelings about this? Why is this song, out of all of the other trending audios on TikTok and social media, the one that got to be a hit? I feel like I'm Tim Robinson in that one sketch where he's in the bodysuit and he's like, "What does that do for the greater good?" Though I will say, there is one part of this song that really annoys me.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Mac is in his feelings and he can't get out of it.
Malcolm, I'm sure you're a chill dude, and I hope you don't take this in any sort of offensive way. I don't really care that you're in your feelings. I don't know you as an artist yet. It's way too early to be name dropping yourself in songs like it's supposed to mean something. You can't be out here like Ariana Grande name dropping exes on Thank You Next. And speaking of Ariana, I'm kind of confused by this one. For one thing, I thought Ariana was done with music, at least for the time being. It seemed like she was a lot more focused on acting in movies, something that I was, excited to see. I think she's great in movies. The 2 Wicked films, the upcoming Fockers movie, the SNL sketch where she mocks Bowen Yang's dick. Plus, she's still kind of fresh off Eternal Sunshine, which is an album I really liked. I think it's her best album since, Sweetener. So, what are we doing here then? Hate That I Made You Love Me is the lead single off of her new album, Pedal, and the reception's been kind of mixed so far. Seems like she went for a moodier, hazier sound. Kind of reminds me of a mix between Thank You Next and Positions. It almost sounds kind of burnt out, you know? I don't know if I'll go back to listen to it much, but I will enjoy thinking about it. And geez, I haven't even gotten to the song yet. The song's fine. On one hand, I'm kind of a sucker for songs where an artist low-key claps back at their fan base. It's why I actually like Joker 2 more than Joker 1. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe this is self-centered of me to say, but I prefer my songs of the summer to have more relatable emotions attached to them. And I don't think I've ever hated that I made someone love me. I'm charismatic enough to be a micro-niche internet celebrity, but I'm not charismatic enough to be Ariana Grande. Though I also think I would frankly hate it if people thought about me as much as they think about Ariana. I hope Ariana is doing well with everything she's dealing with. I think after this tour of hers wraps up, she's gonna take a break. There's been a lot of talk surrounding her appearance. I don't think I have anything of value to add to that conversation. Again, I just hope she's doing well, and I hope she enjoys the break. I'm realizing something with these first couple of songs. I want my songs of the summer to sound fun, and they usually are, or at least the ones that end up defining each year. I know we've gotten stuff in the past like Ordinary or Rockstar, but at least those songs have motion or dynamics or even just excellent hooks. Risk It All doesn't really have any of that. Though in fairness, it's not like it's really trying to do any of that. It's a ballad. It's from his latest album, The Romantic. Plus, it's got more of a bolero sound to it, which was apparently decided late in the game after it was initially written to be more high energy. It's a nice change of pace for Bruno. One of the comments on the music video said that this song secured Bruno's place on wedding playlists, but bro was already there. He might have the most wedding songs out of any artist working today. Honestly, I just don't think I've ever been big on when Bruno does slower songs. When I put Bruno on the aux, I'm playing Treasure and 24 Karat Magic and Silk Sonic stuff, not When I Was Your Man or It Will Rain. The exception is when he does slow jams, because he can do a slow jam damn well. It's just hard talking about Bruno Mars songs sometimes, because at their worst, they're fine. When's the last time a truly bad Bruno Mars song came out? The Lazy song is over 15 years old at this point. The Sexy Red song gets flack, but I think that's just because everybody hates Sexy Red. He's at a point in his career now where he just shows up every so often, does solid work, does not elaborate, and then leaves. He's clearly doing fine. It's just that when his songs are just okay, I don't have much else to say.
New York City's never looked so blue.
Olivia Rodrigo's stupid song, Don't Get Mad. Don't get mad yet. She's got 2 other hits that are gonna be on this list. You're gonna be way happier at the end of the video than now. Olivia Rodrigo's Stupid Song is one of the singles off her new album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. That album is great. This song is fine. First off, the name kinda annoys me. Guys, it's not actually a stupid song. It's because she's saying, I love you more than any stupid song could ever say. Are we all getting it now? Is this clickbait? This feels like clickbait to me. But yeah, it's a love song, which I realized is actually kind of new for Olivia, at least for lead singles. Her past big singles have been either sad ballads or pissed off bangers. So having straight ahead lovey-dovey songs from Olivia is a cool change of pace. She's doing well, I think. I hope. I don't really keep up with her personal life much. I'm a 31-year-old man. You know what else I realized? Olivia's gotten really good at dynamic builds over the years. Stupid Song is an example of that. Sort of. See, this is where I feel like a bit of a hypocrite. The issue for me is when this song hits the last chorus, that's where I wanted it to start, or at least get to by the first chorus. It's the same issue I had with Vampire from her last album. I'm into it by the last chorus, but it takes too long to get there. I don't know, maybe this is a skill issue and my brain is just so poisoned by short form video. And I know putting this song here might be a controversial opinion, so I get it if you're gonna leave a comment saying, I I feel bad that this song is how I'm introducing Ella Langley on this list. If there's any artist who will end up defining 2026, it's gonna be Ella Langley. Born in Alabama, been making music since 2017, blew the hell up from 2 other songs that I'll mention soon enough. If anything, I Can't Love You Anymore is more of a victory lap for Ella. It's not even a main song off the album she put out this year, it's a bonus track from a reissue. Sonically, it's country, but with that smooth 70s pop rock sound to it. Very much up Ella's alley, very much in her wheelhouse, very much in her chicken coop. What surprised me though is that she's a writer on it, but not the song's guest star, Morgan Wallen, because honestly, it fits very well within the Morgan Wallen ethos. Dysfunctional relationships, a bad partner you can't shake for whatever reason. Also, our boy Morgan Wallen, he's been doing well. He's got a big tour, which Ella's been popping up on a number of times. He just put out his own song, which is high on the charts, and honestly might be a late Song of the Summer contender. And actually, that song sounds like he's been taking cues from Ella. I'd very much like to see him do more of that instead of trying to be the country Drake, because then maybe I'd like more songs off of his 100-song albums. And if we can expect other country singers to pull inspo from Ella, country music could be in a really good spot. It could be so easy to fall in love with.
It's so easy to fall.
I want Olivia Dean to win. She's a singer from London who has gotten so big over the past 18 months. She's nailing this effortless throwback soul sound. She's got lots of room to grow. She's a great performer. That said, this song didn't fully click for me. Not because of the sound. It sounds lovely and romantic. It's not because of Olivia either. She sounds great. I love the lines where you can tell that she is smiling when she sings, like the one about a Central Park.
The way we like to share a walk in Central Park.
Here's the thing. I don't like songs where the singer hypes themselves up like this. When Olivia says outright that it's so easy to fall in love with her. I get that in marketing. Sometimes you gotta seed the message you want people to say, but I just don't think Olivia and her songwriters needed to spell it out. And that's because of her other big hit that she put out. That song gave me 2 + 2. This one gives me 4 right away. What changed my mind just a bit is seeing Olivia say that she wrote the song for other women who were getting ready for dates and trying to find the right person, like as a way to hype themselves up. And that's nice. It's always nice to consider the audience. Despite me not loving this song, I hope Olivia continues to blow up. Not like that though.
Manish on a beat, shebang. All of my ops say that.
Okay, fine, I will admit there was some fun Drake this year. The other big hit off the same album as Janice STFU was Shebang. Right off the bat though, this song is working at a disadvantage because of that stupid ass hickory dickory dock flow.
Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they're dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head? This sucks!
Again, it's just fun. Drake is once again barking back at all the haters, but this time it's more the general vague idea of haters as opposed to trying to go after anyone specifically and looking terrible in the process.
What kind of Switch, not Nintendo?
You know, this is now the second song of a summer to reference the Nintendo Switch. Do you think Drake's played Splatoon Raiders? But honestly, the real reason this song is at this spot is the beat. I'm an instant sucker for pitched up chipmunk soul. I think it's a good sample. Or at least I thought it was a sample, because when I try to look it up, there's no sample listed, and apparently it's people saying it's just Manish's production. This is AI, isn't it? Like, I don't know that for sure, but if there's no sample listed and they're not gonna come forward and identify it, then, well, that's a bummer. Do you think Drake's played Piacquadio?
On a train back to Boston and we're jumping the gun and
So get this, an artist born in Illinois who grew up in LA singing with a southern rasp straight out of Tennessee on a song called Boston. I bet most of its listeners come from like Alaska. Stella Lefty's Boston has been stewing discourse for 2 reasons. One, it interpolates Stick Season by Noah Kahan. Noah Kahan, cool dude, writes good songs. Please don't poop at his show. Honestly, this might be the most please don't sue me interpolation I've ever seen. This feels like Stella wrote the song, but realized too late that Noah's label would be on her ass because everyone in music is just suing each other over melodies all the damn time. Which is funny too, because the only real similar part between the songs is the da-na-na-na-na part.
And we're jumping the gun.
Teasing of the sticks and die.
If that wasn't there, I don't think Noah would have gotten the co-writing credit. The second reason for discourse is Stella's a Nepo baby. Her father is a multi-billionaire and the founder of Groupon. The Nepo baby complaint isn't wrong, but I think it's misaimed. People are pissed about the wealth gap and the rising cost of literally everything in society, and that is valid. That's 100% valid. But ragging on a pop star isn't gonna fix any of that. Just because your feelings are valid doesn't mean your actions are. Also, and I don't say this as something that is good, but historically, the arts tend to be populated by people who have a leg up in society. If we're gonna bitch about Stella having wealthy or well-connected parents, then we'd have to do the same for Norah Jones, Zoe Kravitz, Lenny Kravitz, Hikaru Utada, Miley Cyrus, Maddie Healy, Lily Allen, Liza Minnelli, Thundercat, Jacob Collier, Mozart, Jim Morrison, Bonnie Raitt, Slash, Earl Sweatshirt, Fiona Apple, Maya Hawke, Gracie Abrams, Lillian Casablancas, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Miles Davis, Mark Ronson, Taylor Swift, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, Clara, and all of that was just build up to the actual song, Boston. It's fine, it's cute, it's harmless, it works. The lyrics are simple as hell, so if you prefer more flowery, poetic language in your music, this probably won't do it for you. But as I've gotten older and gone to therapy, I've learned to appreciate simple and direct communication. Sometimes it's nice when a lyric is as simple as, I like it when you're nice to me. I do gotta complain though, in the song Boston is only really referenced in passing. There's no mention of dunks, no big dig, no Gronk, no mention of how the best bacon, egg, and cheese in Somerville is at True Grounds and Ball Square. There was a lot more stuff to cover, that's all I'm saying. Will Stella have a long-lasting career? I don't know, and I kinda don't care. I have no money riding on her success or failure. I also don't think any of us have anything to worry about in the long term. Remember how we were all bitching about Gayle and her song ABCDEFU a few years ago? Remember how none of that matters anymore? If we can weather that storm, I think we can weather this one too. It kind of blows my mind that this is Bruno Mars's first solo lead single in almost 10 years. His last solo album was 24 Karat Magic, then he went full retro soul pastiche on Silk Sonic, but what was he gonna do for his first album in nearly a decade? Silk Sonic 2. Now this makes some sense. This new album from Bruno was produced in part with D-Mile, who also did An Evening with Silk Sonic. It's a good sound for Bruno. He serves it well. If this had come out right after 24 Karat Magic, I would have been more wowed. But he had already spent a couple years with Anderson .Paak, and so it just pales a bit in comparison. It's missing the surprise, the humor, the funny part where Anderson is like, this bitch. The most notable discourse I can remember is how the chorus kind of sounds like Junior Senior. And listen, I hear it too, but guys, we gotta stop obsessing over minute similarities between pop songs, trying to figure out what songs this new song is ripping off. I think it's ruining our collective enjoyment of pop music. Like, I remember when people were saying Taylor Swift's Life of a Showgirl was ripping off Jonas Brothers' Cool. Those people must have felt like geniuses, when in reality, they were outing the fact that they still thought about Jonas Brothers' Cool in the year 2025. Your brain space is so limited in terms of what it can remember, and that song is taking up space? It's not even the best song on that Jonas Brothers album. Still, I can't deny a well-made pop song when I hear it. Even if this is Bruno on autopilot, bro still knows how to fly a plane damn well. In case you're wondering, this list is based off of Billboard's Songs of the Summer chart for 2026. I'm also doing a top 20 instead of a top 10, which you've probably already picked up on by now. But I want to take a sec and shout out some songs from this summer that weren't on Billboard's chart. Slater had an incredible blow up this year. Crank's the best song on her new album, in my opinion, but I did like the brand new Chanel's video that dropped recently. Madonna put out a new album, and Danceteria is my favorite song off of it. Harry Styles' new album, I didn't hate it, and Aperture has really grown on me since the start of the year. Pink Pantheress is gonna get a mention later in the main list, but I should also acknowledge Girl Like Me and the dance and the video that all feel like rhythm heaven. The fact that they put out a new game this year and did not collab with Pink in any way is shocking to me. Casey Musgrave's new album did well, Dry Spell I liked, and also Mexico Honey. Cadriel and Paco Amoroso did a song with Anderson .Paak, I. They're like Domi and JD Beck or Angine de Poitrine if they had like an outward sense of humor. Yeah, I know that Angine has like the funny outfits, but Cadriel and Paco tell actual jokes in their music. Neurosta Steel put out an album that all of the music writer folk who are still on Twitter loved. My favorite song off of it was Boss Tricks. Underscores, also having an incredible year. I'll shout out The Piece. Charlie XCX recently released Music Fashion Film. My favorite song was Wink Wink. I have only a passing familiarity with what a fake mink is, but his song Night Blooming Jasmine was fun. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter's deserves a mention, I think. The song came out last year, but the video came out earlier this year. Beyonce put out a random song, Morning Dew, Donk. The Beach's Edge of the Earth is an older song, but it got super big because of it being in the show Off Campus. Felix Flexen's Rubbers, not because I like it, but because I feel like I kind of have to mention it. This dude is an LA rapper who put out a 80s UK synthwave song, and it is now basically confirmed that it is AI generated. It's also kinda high up on the Hot 100, which makes it, I think, the first song of its kind to chart in that way. I have a lot of thoughts about that, but I will have to move on for now. Oh, what else came out this year? Stevie Wonder's Superwoman? Did that not come out this year? Can I still put it on the list? Ooh, now we're talking. I wanted to understand why Ella Langley has been having such a moment. Like, what makes her special in the year 2026? And I've come up with two reasons. First, sonically, she is the 2020s Casey Musgraves. What I mean is, a song like Be Her is country on the surface. It's got the southern drawl and the slide guitars and, the usual country fixins. But there's something more to it when you look deeper. There's a pop core at its center. It's got a beat to it, a pep to its step. I don't think it's as disco as something like Casey's High Horse, but Be Her is not trying to make you wallow in sadness. Which leads to the second thing. Ella has shown remarkable talent so far at taking sad subject matter and turning it into enjoyable pop songs. Her very big hit this year is the best example of this, but Be Her shows it off as well. Which is funny because the song has been described as a self-empowerment anthem for introverts, but the way it's presented feels more sad than that. It's a song about how Ella wants to be her so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. Actually, Be Her is an interesting compliment to So Easy to Fall in Love, because they're both songs about wanting to be someone of value, but the framing is totally different. With Olivia, the person singing already knows they're the shit. With Ella, the person singing wants to be the shit. I just resonate more with pop songs when there's tension between where the singer is and where they want to be. It's why Run Away With Me by Carly Rae Jepsen is the best pop song of the century. And when your song is getting compared to Rom, you're doing something right.
Looks like we're making up for lost time.
Like I said before, Olivia Dean did not need to make a song about how easy it is to fall in love with her. Man I Need was all that she needed. It's just an exquisitely made pop song. Olivia sounds great, the piano sounds great, the drums sound great, the synth chords sound great, the talk to me, that sounds great, but the best part to me is the syncopation that goes into the chorus. However, with all of the praise that I have for Olivia, I should temper it with a concern that I have. Let me paint the picture. Imagine you're at a car dealership and you see this gorgeous vintage car. No scratches on it, no issues driving it, all of the amenities are still intact. It's truly a stunning work. But the salesperson says there's a catch. You can only drive this car from your house to Olive Garden and from Olive Garden to your house. Now, maybe you're a huge fan of Olive Garden, and so this isn't a huge issue for you, but most people would probably hit a point where they're like, I don't want to go to Olive Garden all the damn time. What I'm saying is, I worry Olivia Dean may one day be typecast, expected to make this kind of music for eternity, even when the audience moves on to other things and other singers. I also think Leve's gonna be dealing with this same Olive Garden scenario in a couple of years, but that's besides the point. Still, we're early days into Olivia's career. I'm just happy for now to get excellent songs from her, and I look forward to enjoying them until I drop dead. And now I'm back alive, thanks to the power of another Olivia. For her past 2 albums, Olivia Rodrigo's lead singles have gone something like this. First single, okay. Second single, contender for Best Pop Song of the Decade. Drop Dead was the first single off Olivia's new album, but unlike the piano ballad that was Driver's License or the post-breakup takedown that was Vampire, Drop Dead is a full-on love song, giving Schnuffle Bunny a run for her schnuffle money. She's singing about stalking a guy on the internet, telling the whole world they're together, name-dropping The Cure's Just Like Heaven. She made a reference so good, even her gang cheered her. But it's not just name-dropping, though. Drop Dead pulls from new wave and alt-rock and 90s singer-songwriter stuff. I might be the only person who thinks this, but the little guitar part right before the final chorus reminds me so much of the Buddy Holly guitar lick. And I know I might be a bit of a hypocrite because I was just complaining about comparing pop songs with Bruno and I Just Might, but I'm not mentioning this because I want praise or pats on the back or think pieces citing me. I think Olivia is really smart at taking influences from other artists. Olivia, more songs like this, less songs about vampires. Leave that to Kevin. I'm gonna say it, this Australian dude gets too much hate. Tame Impala first broke onto the scene with a song called Elephant and a singer that everyone was comparing to John Lennon. In the 14 years since, Kevin Parker has become one of the most influential musicians in the alternative space, and nowadays I would say the pop space as well. With that glow up has come accusations of hack, sellout, chopped unk, which is funny because his music hasn't really changed all that much. His past 3 albums have been him making dance music as someone who does not go to where dance music is. They've been a loner introvert's take on dance music. The last Tame Impala album from last year fit very much within that concept. Like bro was singing about staying home and watching Family Guy. Like King, that's too relatable. He was whipping up relatability in a kettle. Like genuine connection. The album's big hit and Kevin's biggest chart hit ever in the US was Dracula. It's a sleek disco track, kind of like Is It True from Slow Rush from 2020, all about how Kevin is a recluse who runs from the sun like Dracula. I'm not gonna pretend it's Tame Impala's best song ever, not when Nangs exists, but it's a song that has grown on me ever since I first heard it. However, none of that is why this song is a hit. It's because of the guest star on the remix. That's right, Blackpink member, the Idol actress, and owl impersonator, Jenny. She is the reason why this song is a hit. And her part is fine, except for this bit.
Hey Kevin, what's up? Come pull up in my spot.
I don't like that part. Like, I know that's his name, but it just kind of deflates all of the cool energy leading into the breakdown. It's like, hey, let's get this party started, Kenneth. But you also couldn't say, hey, Tame, what's up? So, I don't know. But Dracula is good. Kevin's had more success with his singles back in his home country of Australia, but I'm hoping more Tame Impala songs become hits stateside. Plus Zara Larsson.
I'm freezing outside. I feel my skin tight.
Pink Pantheress is a UK singer and producer. She got big on TikTok at the start of the decade and has since become one of our best pop girls. She's also not really the reason this song is a hit, which sucks. Stateside is a good song from her album last year. I love that album. But like Dracula, the version that got big was a remix. So why did it get big? One kind of reason is the dance. She does a dance at the beginning of the music video that's like, I'm freezing outside, my gun is skin tight, my gun is inside, while I look up at you. That dance was later done by Olympic figure skater Alyssa Liu. That made the song go a bit viral, a smidge infectious. But the thing that really put this remix over the edge was Swedish pop star Zara Larsson. Zara Larsson is famous for having a name where I always forget if you spell it with 2 R's or 2 S's. And she's got a really good verse. It's playful and it's confident. I've been touring stateside, kissing my Swedish boy over FaceTime. Who knew opening up would make me a headline? Boots! That's my ego boost. When we look back on this year, this could genuinely be the star-making moment for Zara. Her one-way Uber out of the Kia Asylum in a Kia Soul. I hope this remix makes both Zara and Pink household names in pop. They both deserve it. And when that happens, I can say to everybody, I knew it. Okay, let's have a collective intervention for a sec and be true to ourselves. Taylor Swift continues to be one of pop music's megastars, even though it feels like she's at a low point with the public. I'm gonna be real. I didn't hate Life of a Showgirl. I actually think it's her best album since Evermore. It has low points for sure, but at least those low points are memorable. Do you even remember most of the songs off Midnight's or Tortured Poets Department? I Knew It, I Knew You is not from that album though. It's a one-off single made as a tie-in for Toy Story 5. Is this Taylor gunning for an Oscar? Sure. Will she win it? Sure. I mean, what other songs could rival her at the Oscars? The alphabet rap from Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. So why is this song at number 5? Because it's not all that different from Taylor's past work. It's in the key of C major, like most of her songs. It's lyrically dense, like a lot of her songs. It's got saxophone, like some of her songs. Really, it's notable because Taylor went back to country for it. This is the most country-sounding song she's put out since, God, Red? Or maybe Folklore and Evermore, but I wouldn't really call those country. What makes me like this song so much is the little things. The devil is in the details, and she can make deals with the devil because her dick's bigger. What I mean is, there were 2 small moments that made my ears smile. First is when she throws in the B flat chord.
What I thought would be the last time I saw my friend.
And then when she hits you with the A7 into the D minor.
Wondering if I'd made it up in my mind.
Are these mind-melting songwriting techniques? Are these like Jacob Collier levels of negative harmony or Angine de Poitrine levels of polyrhythm? No, but they're interesting to hear in a Taylor Swift song. And they make me hopeful that this return to her country roots might inspire some changes to her songwriting going forward. I want to see more of this from Taylor and less Midnight's Sun.
No nightmare.
Again, I gotta love a slow burn win. Not just for the song, which came out over a year ago, but for Zara. I remember when Lush Life and Never Forget You were popping off in 2016. They made great soundtracks when I was living in Lenox, Massachusetts, and the town's poor cell reception meant I couldn't play Pokemon Go. And here she is now, not just with Stateside, but with Midnight Sun. Out of all of these songs, this is the one that feels the most summer to me. It's like Zara saw all of those memes that were pairing Symphony with Lisa Frank drawings, and she was like, I'm gonna make a song like that. Like with I Knew It, I Knew You, this one is really about the details, and there was one specific moment that locked in this song's place for me. For context, when Zara is singing the word sun on the chorus, she's alternating notes on the on and off beat, so like, that creates a cool rhythm with the kick drum, which is doing this like, bum, bum, ba, 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 bum, bum. But listen to this bit in the last chorus. For just one time, she changes up her rhythm to match the kick drum. She didn't need to do that. No one was pointing a gun at her head to make that change, but she still did it, and it sounds great. I'm sorry to dork out on something so small, but that is some professional shit right there. That's the kind of stuff that being in the game for 10 years will teach you.
All the pretty girls in the foreground of my mind.
Remember what I said earlier about Olivia Rodrigo singles? First single, okay. Second single, contender for Best Pop Song of the Decade. The Cure was the second single from her new album, so I was very much expecting a Come On and Slam from Olivia. But The Cure did not welcome me to the jam at first. Good For You and Bad Idea Right are both great capital P pop and lowercase p punk songs. The Cure isn't. It starts out with this quiet but kind of smoldering, simmering acoustic guitar, and that's kind of what guides it for at least the first 2/3 of the song. In fact, at first, I was a little bummed that we weren't getting another Bad Idea Right. She's serving up a big old plate of broccoli. Well, it turns out this plate of broccoli is actually hiding cocaine. I said before with Stupid Song that Olivia can do dynamic builds really well, and in that sense, The Cure is her magnum opus when it comes to songwriting. The way it plays with your expectations, growing a bit and then dropping back and growing more and more and more until it simply cannot be contained anymore. The bit where the song just blows the doors off is transcendent. I also got to shout out Olivia's producer, Dan Nigro. He cut his teeth in the 2000s indie rock scene, and you can feel it on this song. The drumming at the end with the 16th note hi-hats, it's giving TV on the radio, it's giving Walkman. I love it. You know, pop music isn't always a meritocracy, but it's nice when the biggest songs are also the best. I might be putting this at number 2 on my own subjective list, but Choosin' Texas has defined summer 2026. It's been breaking several Billboard records, and it might break even more by the time you watch this. Choosin' Texas is 2026's Song of the Summer, which is funny because, like the last Ella Langley song, it's not a fun song, really. It's about seeing your man fall in love in real time with another woman. It kind of echoes Dolly Parton's classic song, Jolene. It's sad, but like Be Her, the song feels fun. You won't be throwing it back in the club, but you'll be swaying a bit, maybe doing some light shoulder shimmies. I feel like everyone can relate to that feeling of seeing someone you care about give more of their attention to someone else. And Ella writes about it really poignantly, especially when she frames it as a choice between Texas and Tennessee. My only complaint isn't even about the song, it's about the music video and how there are skits in between sections of the song. Skits before or after a song in a music video, I'm fine with that, but I don't like how they break up the song's flow in this video. Honestly, I don't even know if this song needed a proper music video. The visualizer they put out with Ella at the bar and the couple dancing in the background, that was perfect on its own. That was the story right there. But otherwise, I think this song is great. And you know what, Ella? You didn't need that guy anyway. He would have been a real home wrecker. Yeah, that's right. Todd in the Shadows took the first step. He made it safe to express how much I like this kid's music. I recognize that Somber, this 21-year-old dude, has been getting hate online, but I gotta speak directly to you haters. You gotta start coming at him with better shots. Cause he's been giving us 12 to 12 and Back to Friends and now Homewrecker, and the best y'all can do is the same thinly veiled death threats you send any other pop star. I know he has some controversy around him. There was the making fans bark for him bit at his shows, which was cringe, but I think he's also stopped doing it. There was some discourse after someone complained about the tween audience at his shows. I don't have the energy to care about that. There was the quote about Geese where he was like, they say random shit, but in fairness, Cameron Winter is out here saying random shit. But you haters gotta step up your game. Start a rumor like the Richard Gere Gerbil one. Make a parody song that changes how I view the artist forever. Or even Until then though, I'm gonna be enjoying Homewrecker. This, to me, is how pop music should feel. Big, dramatic, a giant swell of emotions that simply cannot be held in any longer. And there are loads of fun moments that get stuck in your craw, like how he sings, "You hit like a drunk cigarette," or the backing vocals, the "I'm in a better than another life." I know Somber's a producer on this, but shout out also to the other producer, Tony Berg. Dude's mentored some of my favorite producers, worked with some of my favorite songwriters. The two guys together know how to write gold-plated hits. Taylor Swift recently said that Somber is the voice of a generation. I don't know if I'm there with him yet. For me, he needs to put out like one more banger song and a banger album. Like once we get his sour or his short and sweet, then I'm fully on the somber train. But in the meantime, if we're getting hits like this, I will be fed. So that's my ranking of 2026's songs of the summer. You might agree, you might not. Let me know in the comments. YouTube thinks you'll like this video next. I think you'll like this one. Check them out, and thanks for watching.